Yes, I can. Yeah, Goat sent me a ton. He sent me Jay, Jester, what's that? Panov and Wins. I'll take it, I mean... All 5 of them are different. Goat, Wins, Hanob, Jester, and Jay. I personally have 5 from just DHL side. I don't have any from Big D. They would have to come from you. Sena's POV, right? Wait, the Senna one isn't a live one. Yeah, it's just a video. It's not live.
Okay, well, I am waiting on... Go ahead. Lower this music down. So, we are waiting on... Okay, I just got it now. I'm sending it to you now. Let me know if you got it.
Okay, I got it. Let's just see if it works. Okay, that is live. Yep. Yep, there we go. Oh, we're starting to pick boats already.
Yeah, okay, go ahead and do your thing while I...
Okay, so on DHL side, we got Z, Daring, Vamp, Minnow, Puerto Rico, Howden, Preußen, Colombo, Ohio. And then on Big D side, we have Vampire, Z, Daring, Worcester, Puerto Rico, Monty, Loria, and Davis hasn't picked a boat yet. But already off the bat, here on Loop on this first map, very open, very large map, easy to get cross shots cross on each other and everything. Colombo can kind of get in there, get a little bit of map control, or try to push a little bit and get map control, and help for a lot of the other ships in return. So Team 2 is going to be the south spawn here, which if Minotaur gets that middle spawn, it's going to be in a really, really, really strong spot. Howden's going to be able to have a lot of map pressure as well. But we'll see. So a little bit spawn dependent on this first one here. Yeah, and they're just waiting on Davis to ready up.
Yeah, that's good because it gives me time to
So for Senna, we see actually he's got a guys on. Can't exactly tell what commanders run, but I take it back. That's gonna be Senna running the Vampire with the 16-4 Waller, with probably Trebetskoy and Bergamini as inspos. Big D, we got Jester rocking the 16-4 Hector Waller as well. We've got JKL P with the 16-3 Riker, Ohio. We've got, let me go to the other ones. We have Goat with the 16-3 Cheshire. And we've got Devis picks Stalingrad. So Stalingrad going to be on this map for them.
Here we go, boys. Big D versus DHL. We have so many POVs. I am trying to go through them all and get them all sorted out.
Just juggling them at this point.
Yeah. So we got, let me go with Jay is on Big D, right? JK LMOP. He's on
No, he's on DHL.
Okay, so
we've got Goat and the Minotaur going to be spawning here on B, which is exactly perfect for them. That's the exact spot that they want him in. He can get in those islands there on B, and he'll kind of just be uncontested there for a lot of this game, being able to farm a lot. Got a lot of these guys just checking commander builds at this point. So looking at it off the rip and everything, we've got the cruiser from B for Big D is gonna be making a wide turnout instantly off the start of the game. Same with the battleship, so they might just be making a hard push for A. At least that's what it's looking like right now. Is they're gonna be playing more for the A side, and then the C side's kind of just gonna be holding, especially with Senna here trying to survive as long as he can. Now on C, we are going to have the Vampire on Vampire matchup. We have Jester against Senna over here on this side, and it's a lot of this is going to come down to what kind of support they have on each flank. JK LMNOP with DHL over, he's going to be Ohio over on the A flank. So on DHL side, we do have a POV for each one of these caps, so we're going to be able to have
I'm
a
trying
really
to
detailed look at
juggle.
this game.
It's just gonna be really tough for me to. I'm trying my
Yeah.
best.
So each one of these, all 6 of these DDs in this game, it looks like making really hard plays for their caps really early here. None of them really playing the slow game. It looks like a cruiser swap as well for Big D, switching the cruisers between A and B. One of them already going onto the island at A, so DHL is going to have a little bit of easy pickings potentially over at A. That cruiser gets spotted. I believe that's Puerto Rico. Senna just playing the long game here on C, just waiting here. He's not really going to be able to get any spots at this big island right here. But he's also not going to get super deep on it either. Howden gets spotted. He picks up the Howden. Howden's in that good spot there on that island there. He's going to be able to drop bombs on this side forever. And there's not much that battleship's going to be able to do to dig him out.
I'm trying to go through each and every audio source. There's just too many POVs. I can only do.
Yeah, just pick one.
Yeah, so I'm gonna.
I'd say probably Goat is probably going to be your best bet.
Yeah.
He is on Twitch, so unless you want to use a YouTube one.
Yeah, I'm gonna be just swapping between. I'm trying to fix the fucking audio issue again.
So it looks like.
Torpedoes to port! All stations reporting the position of a strategic target.
So we have the Z versus Z, Daring versus Daring, and Vamp versus Vamp on all 3 of these caps. So it's just going to be a slugfest for all of them. Daring in the middle on B, Daring v Daring. Both of them pretty close on this island here on this cap. Neither one of them wanting to give it up. Radar comes out from Goat. Goat's not personally going to have shots on him here, but maybe his Daring might. Not quite. And now that Daring's going to be getting hydro by Hanob through the island here. Now the Puerto Rico is able to get out on C, but he has such little health and he just is gonna have to run for a lot of this. So Preußen able to take a lot of space here on C, get into a really aggressive spot. They might just go try get balls deep on this cap on C and just push through on the side. Now the cap does get DHL does lose the cap over on A to Big D.
I'm trying to fix the sound for all of these streams.
Yeah, they're going aggressive on Senna here, so Senna getting absolutely lit up. No radar here on the side though, so he's only gonna eat a little bit here for this first drop. Looks like Senna just barely gonna miss that torp on the Preußen. Nice dodge from him. So they do lose C, so it's even on caps right now. B is still being contested. Radar out on the Daring in the middle. He is going to live that though.
Everything is back to normal. Don't panic.
Thank you for the co-commentating. I am just trying to work on...
Yeah, you're good. So Goat in the middle here, just kind of biting this time. He's going to start opening up on the Stalin here. This does look to just be a DD engagement here on B with the Daring v Daring.
Everything is back to normal. Don't panic.
Stalin in a really aggressive spot here in the middle. He is spotting Goat just barely through this part of the island here. Goat just barely goes behind that corner, not going to be spotted anymore.
This device can detect in the water by emitting sound.
These Darings here basically just hydring each other through the island.
Yeah, TTV hung up, taking a big hit there. No ships down for either team. Both teams are still hanging in there, but these
Oh, there goes the Puerto Rico finally on C.
Puerto Rico goes down.
Lived for a long time there. Howden able to get a lot of space here and able to stay on C. He'll be able to stay here for quite a while, so needs to make sure he doesn't get in hydro range here. Hanob just sitting here. They're just each Daring spotting each other just forever, basically. Looks like Shady Ninja is going to be coming out from around the corner here, so Goat needs to try to get aggressive and get him here. It looks like Goat's going to be able to get enough of him so that Hanob can pretty comfortably come out here and probably take his life. In fact, that's exactly what's happening. More shots on the Daring, and Daring does go down.
This mix of chemicals should
So, Big D now down 2 ships. Hanob able to just reverse back behind this cover here, and that Stalin will absolutely be able to do nothing to him, even if he does radar him. So, they have the cap at C, they're contesting A, they're getting the cap here at B, so they're going to be looking good on caps. I want to look back towards that A side.
5 minutes, that's 300 seconds to the end of the
Defense just hanging out here on the side of the map, just sitting in the smoke. Ooh, and JK Elemental P able to permanently take out a gun. Puerto Rico goes down
Citadel and a gun
from DHL.
down.
Yep. Gone now. Preußen still able to be aggressive here on C, just taking so much space over here on the C side. Their not DHL, Big D's battleships having to play just so passively so far in the back here. That Z52 on A as well. He's up for a second here. It's going to be a Z versus Z engagement here. DHL does have the points of advantage. Loria goes down for Big D. So now it's just Senna over here just on his own. He's probably going to get hydrated here actually by the Preußen. He does.
Defense goes down. Okay. Oh, big hit. Big blind fire there. A little risky shooting here. Needs to watch out not to get spotted. Down goes the Z52.
Yeah, and with the way the points are right now with the boats left, this is almost certainly going to be a DHL win. Just complete masterclass in this game one. Down goes the Stalingrad over in B. And he gets Hydra by the Z or by the Vamp 2 in return. He's going to start healing up off of this Vamp, but it's too much DPM, so it's not going to live this. Especially with Jester also healing off of Senna as well, it's too much DPM into his boat. He's doing his best though. Able to keep wiggling back and forth, back and forth.
So DHL able to keep a lot more of their DDs alive in the beginning, but look at Senna go, wiggling that butt.
Z52 goes down for DHL. Senna able to survive that because the Preußen went down in the meantime there, and also the Howden went behind that rock. Worcester goes down though, so they're down to just a battleship and a DD left.
So this is gonna need some sort of a miracle.
Counter spots on each other. This could be pretty close here, actually. Senna might eat that torp. Just barely gonna miss it. BA Monty goes down for him. Senna last one alive. And Senna gonna lose that. Holy, what was that fight?
So, very interesting first game. First game going to DHL. I'm behind the scenes trying to fix. Yeah, this has just been a shit show. Yeah, GK is a brilliant commentator. I'd be so screwed without him. Farah, Flame, you guys were amazing earlier too. Fucking got a NASA supercomputer, but I can't even manage to run game audio.
Going into this game too, definitely a different playstyle that's going to be coming out here on Greece. A lot of there's a lot of good islands for cruisers to get on here and just have a lot of cap contesting control here. We'll really see how it goes by especially DHL having all the momentum right here really quickly. We'll see how it turns out because Team 1, Big D is gonna have that smiley face over towards a B cap, assuming that they want to play it here. And obviously with them not playing, they didn't have a Howden on game 1, but DHL did. So DHL is gonna have a Howden. If they want to put on to B, they're absolutely going to be able to do that. So we'll see exactly how it goes, and pretty excited to see how this one's gonna turn out.
Yeah, this is do or die for Big D right here. I'm really hoping they have a really good plan for this map. Big D does really good on the second game. Hopefully they have that Warfare at Sea Atlantic luck where you lose 1 and win 2. So
now we get the boat picks here. We got Senna, same with his Vamp. Z, Daring, Worcester, Minotaur actually coming out for Big D here. BA Monte, Loria, Venezia. Oh, and they click it too early before I can see the other side. But Venezia coming out here, so they're definitely going to be trying to play the small game of more so getting the smalls off the cap so that they can get cap control rather than playing for trying to delete the bigs here, which I think is probably the play on this map, honestly, all things considered. So, and especially with only 2 DDs coming out from the DHL side, this is basically almost the exact opposite of what Task Force Kraken did this morning with the 3 DD setup, where they put 2 on C and 1 on A. This is going to be the exact opposite. We should see from DHL 1 DD on A, 1 DD on C, and then probably the Howden going to be going on to B, and it's a double airstrike actually coming out from DHL, Howden and Louisiana. That means they only have 1 radar, which is going to be their Minotaur. This is very, very, very much so an anti-large ship strat from DHL and very much an anti-small strat from Big D. So very, very interesting to see how this is going to play out. But we'll see how it goes. It's going to be a lot of map control that DHL is going to have to try to get here with the amount of damage that they're going to be pumping out. And then it's going to have to be a lot of the cap control that Big D is going to have to try to play for here. 2 very different styles of thought going into this game. And it is going to be the Z52 from DHL going to be able to stay on A. He might be able to get himself into the crocodile teeth there and just put himself in, plant himself on that island forever, just being able to hydra that cap for the DPM of the Minotaur and anything else really here to be able to play off of. So Hindenburg going to be over at C. So this is very, very, very much a DPM focused build for DHL. Hindenburg defense, Minotaur, Howden, Louisiana. And I didn't see the battleship. I think it was still in Ohio.
Ohio, yeah.
Let me check. Yep, still in Ohio. This is very, 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 very much a DPM or a damage focused build from DHL. Probably about as much damage focus as you can get in one lineup. So the Howden going to go balls deep here on B instantly right off the gate. It does look as if there's
another, yeah, they're mirroring
spot on A.
Oh, that, yeah,
mirroring each other. So this is going to be a straight up Howden versus Howden engagement here. He's able to get a good shot into the Daring, do about 4,000 damage.
Okay, so there's a minnow
Minotaur
there.
Also here on B.
So he is a smoke minnow by the looks of it. So no radar threat, but
that does look to be a smoke minnow. It could either be a smoke minnow or he's getting smoked up by something, but that is more than likely a smoke minnow there. Both airdrops going to go out from Hanob onto that minnow. Minnow not having a resistant deck, so he could eat a lot of pen damage. He only takes 1 on that first drop. That second one looks like it could be a bit worse, though.
So there goes his
only
sonar.
2 bombs, gets very lucky.
Oh, 1 fire, though, so could be perma, but it doesn't matter for Minnow.
And the Minotaur goes down already.
Oh!
Being shot from... That's probably a dev strike right there that came out there.
Was
so
that that was a booger waxer. Holy
already Big D down a ship.
Who did that? Who did that man's like that? So, damn, that is unfortunate.
That was Iggy in the Preußen. big hit from that man. Daring just absolutely just bunkering himself right here in the crocodile teeth. Hanob is going to potentially be able to get another drop on him. It looks like Hanob's running fully packed instead of the airstrike skill, so he's only going to get one airstrike at a time here. So Big D able to get the cap over at C. That's what their strat relies on. The B cap does get taken by the Howden because he's able to just sit there. Z over here on C. Am I going to take a torp? Nope, he's able to avoid that. More torps coming in on Senna's location. He's able to dodge those with ease. So C contested again, so no points getting taken over. A is going to be contested practically forever. Z is spotted over on A, so I wonder if DHL, or not DHL, Big D is going to be able to do anything about it, but there is that Minotaur still right there, and this Daring is just trapped here. He can get shot by Minnow here, he can get shot by Z through the crocodile teeth, and Howden's just putting bombs on. This is a really, really bad situation for Big D right now. Vampire gets spotted over at C. He's going to get out of there probably with no problems. Yeah, he's gonna get out of there with no problems. Still that Venezia over at A. Still, that radar comes out from the Minnow over on the A cap. They're keeping that Daring just spotted and stuck there absolutely forever, not letting that man go.
Yeah, he is just trapped there.
Enemy Z52 very, very deep on the C cap. So that is a Vamp versus Z fight right there, but they're also going to get out of each other's side terrain momentarily. There it goes. And now this is going to be probably a Minotaur versus Venezia battle over at A, which should go to the Minotaur almost every day of the week. The Sap is going to do a lot on one hit for a lot of pen damage for roughly 15k, and then after that it struggles to do a lot of damage to Minnow, where versus Minnow just gets so much DPM it'll just absolutely take him out.
Okay, so I added
Daring backs up here, the blind shot comes out from Hanob. No hits on him. Oh, and the Big D Howden is down on B as well, so this is a Howden versus Howden here, right here on B. Daring Torp's gonna miss. So Big D still able to, through them playing more destroyers and playing more so for the caps, they're able to get C. They're able to bring back a lot of these points here. They just have to try to keep this as much as possible. They're playing more so the cap game. Hindi all the way out on the flank at C. Vampire getting aggressive here on the C cap. This is going to be potentially a 2-on-1 destroyer fight. Yeah, Jester's in a world of trouble here trying to take this 2v1 fight. Getting shot at by a Z and a Vamp too right here. Oh, he does actually trade and get the Z, and he still has about half his health life and everything.
That is a good trade.
So overall, good trade. He takes a lot of his life is gone, but that means that the C cap over here is just going to be a Vampire versus Vampire engagement. With that battleship over there in the middle, he's not going to have a ton of impact over here in the Louisiana. Louisiana needs to make sure he doesn't get torped or just farmed to oblivion, but it looks like that cruiser on C just can't lob that island on him, so he's kind of just fine there. Daring over on A is getting dropped again by the Howden. He takes some shots from the Minotaur, he's on 1 HP, and he goes down. So now this is going to be a DHL able to take the cap basically almost for free over here on A. And then this Venezia is just going to get whittled down until he finally gets taken out. Vampire's up over on C. They're trying to absolutely take him out. He's about in here. They need to try to get this guy for them to try to keep this point, the cap advantage over here.
I don't think
he
I
goes
can
dark
add
momentarily. He gets respotted.
browser sources. I can't add anymore.
And And there goes the Vampire too. So they are able to get the Vampire. They do have the DD advantage, and they are going to have the Cap advantage over here at C basically forever. Louisiana takes the time, and he gets to that middle island there. He got super aggressive. Venezia goes down. Louisiana in a really aggressive spot and is going to be able to sit here. And Senna's going to have a really rough time take over here. They have the Cap, but if he wants to get anything done with Louisiana, that's going to be really rough for him. B and A are still just absolute stalemates. The Howden is forced to get off of B and reposition.
Yeah,
so Hanov is out of heals, but he's just able to just absolutely sustain here and just chill, basically.
So it looks like Big D is just gonna have to kind of regroup from C, take care of these guys on C, and then come towards B. But the problem is, it looks like we're just gonna have DHL coming in from B and possibly just pinching Big D, you know, on C. So this is gonna be very tough. Big D is in a very tough spot here. They're basically pinched in between B and C. So
Senna's gonna try to yellow the Louisiana here, try to take some damage off the board.
Yeah,
he's getting shot up by the defense to the right.
Yeah,
and he should relatively get this Louisiana pretty safely.
There is a Hindenburg there though, and the Hindenburg did pop the sonar, I believe, earlier, so it kind of.
He's gonna lose about half his health for that. Louisiana, it doesn't look like he's gonna be able to get that turn off though, so he is gonna take all 5 of these, but that shouldn't be enough to get him.
That's not enough to kill him.
Having done this in standard myself, that is not enough damage in order to get through him. He's gonna pop the engine boost, and Hinden's just waiting
but not
right
enough. Yeah, the Hindenburg is just not enough.
Just the absolute Giga Chad play of this Louisiana, just get up here, take those torps, and just kind of not care and be able to take out the last DD in the game for Big D. So this, with enough DPM that's left on the board now, this should be just
our Lorio goes down, so
super well played, just to be able to play the caps correctly and just be able to just absolutely delete on a lot of the Big D ships just through sheer damage output, which is exactly what I said. Damage output is going to be a big problem for Big D this game, and the Preußen dev striking the Minotaur early this game was a big reason why I think this went the way it did.
Yeah, the loss of that Minnow was huge, and DHL just showing how like they played the full DPM game.
Yep, and that Louisiana lives to get the shot off on the Howden and get him. So, just absolutely insane that Louisiana able to just absolutely live through the DOT on next to nothing.
So just pure unfortunate. We don't personally. I like the the games that go to the game 3, the sweaters, but DHL just showing that they.
Yeah, DHL obviously not to be messed with. Obviously, Big D winning against Snoke to put themselves in this position, and DHL able to come back. DHL, the only games they've lost this tournament or I shouldn't say games, the only match that they've lost this tournament has been to Task Force Kraken. So obviously a very strong team. I expect them to make the elimination bracket rounds as well, and they're kind of a lot of the underdogs for this tournament, and everyone laughing about their name being DHL, more like the delivery service than actually like a full competitive comp team and everything. They're coming out here to play, and they're absolutely
they're delivering wins.
Not caring.
They are delivering overnight wins.
Same day delivery.
Same day delivery for sure. DHL.
And down goes the Worcester as well. Oh my goodness, this Louisiana absolutely cooked a storm this game. Oh, and the Louisiana finally goes down, but it took that long, and he was able to have so much battle impact this game. So, yeah, this is going to be a wrap for DHL taking both of these games. They absolutely just masterclass well played. Both games, and just taking the fight to Big D and just able to take it.
So yeah, looks like we have a 2-0 victory for DHL. So I mean, let me go ahead and turn this music down. But the amount of POVs was really nice. Very difficult to manage on the
It was
technical
almost too much
side.
information.
Yeah, it was a lot to do behind the scenes managing all those streams, and the audio was just I just decided to go with some background music because that's 6 streams playing at once. So I
Yeah.
mean, takeaways. I was doing a lot of technical stuff, commentating here and there, but I mean, what would you say, kind of DHL's tactic was, going into this? Like, what do you what did you see based on like what was their tactic?
I mean, it was a super. I mean, game one was a lot more of, I guess, a meta kind of standard strategy and everything. Have the one DD on each cap and just try to win each cap, which is almost exactly what DHL did, just whittling down and just winning each cap just slowly, methodically, winning the DD fights, forcing them to get too aggressive and try to bite off more than they can chew, and just punishing them for it. So DHL doing that extremely well in the first game, and then second game with probably the most interesting strat I've seen in a long time, just a full DPM strat and full just damage output strategy, and just kind of playing with nothing to lose and just going out and letting their big battleships or even their DPM cruisers take a lot of that space that game, and that's exactly what led to these wins today. So that second game, I absolutely love that DHL strat. I'm interested to see what we could see against necessarily like a top 5 fleet for that potentially, but that's something that's going to be they're going to have in their back pocket, that even for another team that's going to see this going into next week, whoever that they may fight, it's going to be one of those things they have to think in the back of their head. Are they going to bring out a full DPM strat? Are they going to play for the caps more? Like, what are they going to do? So it's always that looming threat that they're going to be able to bring to the board. So
Yeah,
just absolute
very,
masterclass from DHL. Just
yeah,
everyone looks like they played absolutely perfectly this game.
yeah, yeah, and just beautiful. It was just positioning, everything was great. What do you think? What do you think Big D could have done differently?
Part of that was just I mean, they got really unfortunate with that Puerto Rico being spawned across from the Howden on that first game, because Puerto Rico is just gonna get bombed to oblivion, and with the deck and how big that boat is, it's just gonna eat so much from those bombs. And with Jester doing an extremely good job on spotting him and everything, it was pretty tough for them. They did a cruiser swap on B to get the Stalin towards B, and the Stalin ended up not really having a whole lot of battle impact that game anyway. So I just say probably more of a complete rethink of strategy and everything. It's really tough from the north side of Loop there. The south side absolutely gets the better islands and the better way to play off of this map. So it's just, you might have to try something different. You might have to try a new exciting strategy to win on that map. It's a little bit interesting. But on that second map, I guess just that Darren getting trapped there on that island is, if you don't have the damage output behind you to be able to help you, it can be a really bad spot. It can be a really good spot if you do have the support behind you, but he just didn't have the support and he was just trapped there. So it was just a matter of time for him, and with them playing 3 destroyers and trying to play more so for the cap game than the actually just killing the ships game, which is what DHL went for. It's a really tough mirror matchup for them when they're having to get in DPM fights when they're playing for caps. So
Yeah, I agree.
probably, I would say first off, run a radar minnow instead of a smoke one. I
Yeah,
don't
I
really understand
was.
that.
Yeah, that choice was kind of strange, sending the Mino in that position, especially with Spoke.
Also, the minnow going in towards the
The inside there
inner
does.
part of the happy face there. If he stays on the outer part of that smiley face, that's an absolutely incredible spot, and he probably could have killed the Z and maybe even farmed out the, I believe it was the Ohio on that flank that he could have sent shots at and done a really good job. But he played the inside of the island there, able to kind of he trapped himself between the islands, got hydroed by the Howden, gets radar to make sure he stays spotted, and then he gets one shot by the Poison. So a little bit of a tough dilemma for him there, but overall, really good really, really good game from DHL. It's really tough to do anything against that from the Big D point of view, but overall, just positioning errors, I think, is basically all it was.
Yeah, and just great show by DHL. Good game. Yeah, like I said earlier, yeah. So none of these teams are being eliminated, correct? They're Big D is still in this. DHL obviously in it. So that's correct, right? GK. So
What was that,
so Big D is still in this, right?
Oh yeah, Big D. So we still have one more round of Swiss rounds, and then I believe it goes to elimination rounds after that.
Okay,
So
got it.
we got one last week of being able to experiment a lot with ship picks and everything. Going to be really, really exciting last week. I might see some interesting stuff from some of these teams and just completely crackhead strats before we get into the elimination games where everything's going to get a lot more serious.
Yeah,
So,
I feel like
honestly, just really excited to get off of these maps. I hate these 3 maps from a personal player perspective, but
yeah, I think a lot of teams are gonna be, I don't know, maybe kind of holding back some of their super big brain 5D chess strats for the elimination rounds and kind of just experimenting with kind of different, builds and ship compositions.
Interview or anything?
Do we have anyone that? I mean, it was
Goat was asking me if he wants to do one, so
yeah,
it sounds like he's pretty interested.
Is he? Okay.
I don't think he's on this Discord.
It should be.
We can go to the TFN Discord if you wanted to do that.
Yeah. Let's go over there.
Okay, I'll let him know.
There we go.
Okay, he should be on his way.
Sounds good.
There he is, the big man himself.
It's good.
Yeah, what's up, man? Congrats on the win. Very
Appreciate it.
dominating win. A lot of POVs. That was kind of interesting. Maybe next time I'll prepare better. But that was really cool having those amount of POVs. But I don't know. Do you want to kind of walk us through your guys' like strat going into this? You guys did really well. Some, like, I feel like some 5D chess ship picks for that second game. You guys played it really well. I don't know if there's kind of walk us through your guys' like game plan.
Yeah, so we going into this, right? Like we knew that because we tend to be usually like a really aggressive team, right? So we knew that these maps would just be like a lot more passive and more of like a cap game. So like we just set up at each cap really, and our goal was to just make life extremely difficult for their DDs, keep them out of the caps. And massive props to our DDs, massive props to Jester in specific, man, and Wins. Both of them did super well in the DDs, keeping the DDs out the cap, and then just putting the cruisers close and positions where we could get shot lines on the DDs, and that was just our whole game plan, man.
Yeah,
it worked out extremely well, especially on that first game. You were able to tuck up there on that little island there. As soon as I saw that you were in B, I'm like, oh, this man's absolutely gonna cook a storm, because this is the best spot. This is, in my opinion, one of the only spots that Minnow can even play on that map, and you got it with the spawn selection. So you're able to just sit there. Hannah just doing an absolutely incredible job, just sitting there, just tanking all the damage that was coming in. Able to just sit there, bully their daring into your sightlines. You're able to get them out of the game there as well. So super good job on that first one. Able to play for B. The Stalin wasn't able to really get aggressive on your DD because you were there. It was just like all around that entire game. The Hound able to drop the Rico, the Jay able to get a really good shot into the defense that tried to push out a little bit too far over on the A side. It was just overall all the big damage that needed to come in came in exactly when it needed, and you guys were able to just get so much map control through that. It was super good to watch.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then in the second game, right, on Greece, dude, the Howden in B was massive because he was able to sonar that Mino, and our Preußen was just able to dev him, I think, 3 minutes into the game, and that really just paved the way for us to, really get that momentum going. We got I pushed out to the all the way out to the left flank, and I was able to get that daring out. We were able to kill that Venezia, and the rest was just, not really hunker down, but just hold caps, not die, and yeah, it's just how we won.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%, especially with you guys being able to trap that daring between the Howden and you and the Z. It was absolutely perfect. You guys just made him stay there, and then as soon as he tried to do anything, he just got radared and killed. So, and especially with that Howden being able to play B, they didn't have their Howden play into B as aggressive as him, and I think Big D kind of paid for it because, especially as you said, able to Hydra that minnow early. That minnow was a smoke minnow as well. So kind of just sitting there in the middle, he's thinking he's going to stay unspotted with a smoke. He gets hydroed and then gets one shot by Iggy in the Preußen. So super good job. And I wanted to talk a little bit about, on that second game, especially about the ship picks going into that. Howden, Louisiana, Hindenburg, Minotaur defense. That is a super, super, super damage dealing setup rather than a play the caps, and it worked out really well for you guys.
Yep, it's more like a big thing with this joint venture, right? And having 3 fleets is that we've had to do a lot of searching for like our identity and like who we are as a team, and we've realized like, these DPM boats and all that, they just work out really well for us, especially with our set of players that we have. So like I'm super proud of our team, man. We've just been doing a great job of playing to our strengths, and that's what's really been massive for us this far.
Yeah, your guys'
100%.
deliveries
That's exactly how you guys
have been on time.
Yeah. That's exactly how you guys have been playing this entire tournament. It's really exciting. It's actually like fun to watch these games as well because it's not just play the cap, a little bit chip damage here and there, and then wait for the end of the game to see who's up on points. You guys are actively taking the fight to the enemy, and just it's more of a thinking the enemy ship game rather than it is playing for caps, which is, in my opinion, is much more fun to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just one note, when we were doing our tournaments, Wasa, we would like teams like the way you guys played were some of the hardest for us to deal with because we were just when you're at that high level, you're used to the tiny back and forth engagements. When a team like yours, we faced, I believe, God, I don't remember, but they were really aggressive. They beat us a bunch of games, so it's really tough to deal with. It just sidewinds you. It's like completely unexpected, and you don't really expect for that to happen. And it looks like Big D was just caught off guard, and you guys just capitalized on that.
Yeah, for sure. And like, with DHL being Ducks of Wars, In Harm's Way, and Task Force Leviathan, we definitely took some inspiration from our we could say the Big Brother fleet, Task Force Kraken, and the way we play the game. I mean, like, just super aggressive. Like GK said, we take to the fight to the enemy. We don't really like to just sit. Like, I don't like boring gameplay personally. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta have stuff going on. Gotta have advantages that we can create and then take advantage of.
Yeah, and there's a fine balance between that, and you guys kind of showed what that looked like today. To be honest, you can't just standard battle Bismarck 47% win rate player your way in there. You gotta play it smart, and you guys were aggressive but smart, and yeah, just good game, man. Congrats on the win, and excited to see you guys play again. As far as Big D, good game for you guys too. Hopefully you guys can, go back to the drawing table and come back. We saw you guys last week come back strong, and Yeah, so thank you for the interview, man. And if there's anything else you want to say, go for it.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. You know, Vlad, I really appreciate both of you guys, man. I really appreciate you guys for streaming the games. You know, getting you guys play a massive role in at least trying to get the comp scene out to more of the player base. So yeah, just thanks for streaming the games, man. I appreciate you guys. You guys are the best.
Thank you, man. Yeah, and thank you, GK, for helping me commentate. Cause I don't know, with all these issues I've been having, and yeah, you've been a great help. But yeah, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I've always been in the comp scene. You know, Warfare at Sea Atlantic is kind of taking a little break, hiatus. So I figured, you know, why not just stream these games and, you know, but yeah, appreciate it, man.
Hell yeah. All right.
Appreciate you
So,
for doing
guys-
it and having me, man. So we enjoy watching these back. We enjoy being able to post it to these people, that people, and try to show these guys, hey, this is what comp's about. This is why it's fun. This is why you should do it as well. So yeah, we really appreciate it, and thank you to everyone at home for watching and everything. It was hopefully a good show. I hope. So, yeah, we really appreciate everyone, and we hope you all have an excellent day.
Yeah, everyone, take it easy. Peace out. Have a good rest of your Sunday. Later, everyone.